Well, Mike. Hello, how you doing?
Well. Hello.
How you
How are
been?
you?
I'm good, I'm
I'm
good.
good. I think this is the first time I've been here this year.
I know. You've disappeared for a while. We haven't been able to do effective sports correspondence.
That's because I've been watching them all, making sure that when we do, I can do it effectively and
So
3 months out of date.
so is this the World Cup?
This is definitely a cup.
Is this the Ashes?
Um, Maybe.
Because isn't the Ashes like a really small little
It's an
thing?
urn. It's literally a widow urn.
But isn't it really really tiny?
Yes, it is very widow.
Like what's the best like trophy? Do you think there's like one that you'd be like the
Like
World
the
Cup?
best trophy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, is there like the
Ooh,
World Cup, or
imagine
it's
like the
like
World Cup of
the
Cups.
yeah, like, or it's like the Euro? I don't know. Do
I'll
they
have
do a
to
cup?
do
I assume they do a cup.
Yeah, I'll have to do some investigative sports journalism and
Indeed.
do the World Cup of Cups.
I'm curious about which is the best cup, because the Ashes,
Ooh.
may have some
I will
significance
I will
behind it, but it's quite small, bit
I
dinky.
will have a think on it. However, there is one I remember there's a few like, the football leagues of some maybe lesser nations around the world. I believe there was an African nation once that the man of the match award was like a game.
Oh, okay.
It was like a Grand Theft Auto, so like it was something silly like that, like where the man of the match award was like something ridiculous or like a gallon of water.
I like it.
I'll have to look. We'll have
Yeah,
to do like a like
this will
our
be
end
the story that
segment.
you bring
Our
us.
end segment could be the like 20 bizarre player of the match awards.
Yeah, and this is Mike's cup of the month. Uh, It's a mug that was given to Dave, who won the German World Cup.
What's the German World Cup?
It's I assume they won the World Cup before.
Ah, okay.
But yes, speaking of cups, is this real or fake? As is tradition, real or fake, Mike?
I'm gonna say it's fake.
Mm-hmm.
The like the hallmark on the cup, like where the cuppy holdy onto the cuppy handle.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell English is my first language. Just looks a little off, but then that also might be because it's like a fucking rubber stamp
Mm.
sort of thing. I'm gonna say it's fake. I'm gonna say
Okay.
it's AI generated.
Okay. You are correct. It is AI.
Well, I've regained. I'm one for one. See you next
But
year.
you've not been here, Mike, so I thought I'd have a second one prepared, and you can tell
Oh,
me if this is
Bonzo, that's
real or fake.
real.
Real or fake, Mike?
This feels ridiculous. I'm going to say that's real. That's not a real person. That's like a carving,
Yeah,
sculpture,
you're
whatever you,
correct. It isn't a real
whatever,
person.
whatever, what have you. That
Hey,
is
Fuzzy. Hope
real.
you're doing well.
I'm going to say that's real.
It is real. You are correct, Mike.
Ho, 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 ho. Two from
Go,
two. See you next year. Ho, ho, ho,
you're
ho, ho,
starting
ho,
off
ho.
strong. And
Ho, 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 ho.
since we've not had sports correspondents, I thought
Yep.
I'd look at an older story because you can tell me whether or not you officially think it's sports. Yes, I've heard about Pal World, by the way, Fuzzy. It's just Pokemon with guns. Pal World is a
Oh,
game. Have you seen Pal World, Mike?
yes, yes, I have. I have seen bits of Power World.
It's so people are either saying it's the greatest thing known to mankind, or people are giving it shit for no reason.
They're giving it shit because it's not innovative, but who needs to be innovative when you can
Ah,
take
that's fair.
things from games that are good and somehow slot them together to make genres that somehow work? Who
Yes,
doesn't want
yes,
who
parody.
doesn't want who doesn't want your weird animal pals to also have guns and murder each other and eat each other and eat versions of themselves?
Yeah, Nintendo fanboy. Yeah, pretty much. Nintendo fanboys are pretty much angry because it's literally the game that they've wanted from Nintendo for quite a while,
Yeah,
and they just haven't got it. And then that people are also trying to say like, oh, it was made using AI, which it wasn't. There's no proof of that. It's just that one of the directors was just like, I think AI should be in games, which is fine, but it's not in this game. Steam is rigorous in regards to um making sure that people know whether or not AI was used in the game, and it would be on the store page if it was.
yeah.
But yes, let's go to the old story, Mike. You need to tell me if these five new sports that are introduced in the 2028 Olympics are sports, in your opinion.
Okay.
So we've got cricket,
Yes.
okay? Flag football, don't know what that is.
It's non-contact football. So
What? So
you are
you
you
just
literally
imagine the
wear
ball in the goal,
so so you are literally wearing a flag. It's American. It's flag American football.
right?
What you wear a flag, and the idea is you instead of tackle them, you are running to grab that flag out of their belt loop, whatever. And when you've got the flag, you've tackled them.
What? And then they're what? Eliminated, killed?
And then no, and then yeah, they're killed. And then you go through the rest of the American football style gameplay. But it's essentially a non-contact version of American football.
Okay. Lacrosse.
But yes, maybe more of a game, but sure.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe just a
Squash.
little like squash is a sport.
Okay.
You have to be. I played squash a few times, and I wanted to roll out of the gym at the end.
God. And finally, softball.
Softball's like baseball. Baseball's a sport. We're good.
Okay. Well,
The
from
cricket is also meant to be 2020 cricket, I think. So it's over in 3 hours rather than a 1 day full
10 days.
game or a 5 day sport. You know, yeah.
Yeah. Now, Mike, from good to bad. Obviously, we'll start off with the worst stories. You know, start your year off strong. Now, what do you think is going to be a suable offense in Florida?
Probably being clinically sane.
Kind of, yes, because Florida bill would make it defamation to accuse someone of racism, sexism, homophobia, or transphobia.
Jesus
So
fucking Christ!
if I said to you, "You're a racist," you'd be like, "Fuck you! I'll sue you."
I'll sue.
Yes,
Oh boy.
the
And I
world
bet
is
you
mine.
that would get more traction than the actual reason for being like. It's not going to end up being a case of did you say it? Did you do the thing? Yes. Well, then it's not defamation because it's true.
Yeah,
It's going to be a case of like, that hurt my feelings.
yes, it kind of is, unfortunately.
I can't believe I'm not allowed to be a complete cretinous piece of shit to everyone because I can.
Well, speaking of cretinous, This
Ooh,
creature,
segment.
I know, this
Yeah.
creature, I put it at the front because it kind of makes me feel a bit. Ugh.
Is it Pal World?
No, it's not. It's a parasitic insect.
Nice.
You see, this parasitic worm manipulates the host into drowning by stealing its genetic code.
Huh.
I know. It's definitely
That's
weird.
kind of cool.
It's definitely weird, but
So,
also makes
I
me want
want
to
that.
go.
I I want that article.
I will send you that article. Yeah, it definitely like just the article. Yes, they breed in water. It's a ugh. It, it's one of those articles that made me go. Ugh. Now, speaking of people that make you go yuck, who have we covered a lot on this show? Who would make you go yuck?
Musk.
He is there.
Trump.
Oh, he is there. He's not there.
Um,
Luckily, he's not there. But he was an advocate for
Zuck-
Trump for a while.
Zuckerberg.
No, a
Ted
musician.
Cruz.
Musician.
Oh. Um. What musicians are dickheads?
Yeezy, Mr. Kanye
Oh,
West.
yeah.
Now, have you seen the movie, the James Bond movie Moonraker?
No.
Do you know who Jaws is?
No.
Right. So, in a nutshell, Jaws has giant fucking metal teeth. That's his whole thing as a Bond villain. He has
Okay.
metal teeth.
Fantastic.
These are Kanye's new teeth.
Fuck's sake.
They cost 850,000. They are titanium, and he looks like Jaws.
For the love of God.
Now, do you think? Because obviously he will most likely still need to clean it, probably with polish. Um,
Bleach should do.
like, how do you think he cleans them, and do you think the teeth were removed?
Probably.
In fact, no. They were welded into the teeth. I know.
Why would you do that?
And the way to clean them is a really weird, specific way, where you have to blast water through them.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I think maybe he wants to bite electricity.
God.
They do look kind of wonky as well, does he? Do you think he just really likes beer? You know those people who can like open up a beer bottle
With their
with
teeth.
with their
Except
teeth?
now he just has to do it with the one fang.
Yes. No, it's just like, cling. Look what I can do. Oh goodness. But yes, Elon Musk. He makes robots now, Mike. Did you know that?
Yeah, isn't he trying to like not have it anything to do with Tesla so he can do what he wants?
Yes, and yes, Kanye does use a water flosser. So Elon Musk is making robots, and he's been caught being a fucking idiot.
I'm shocked.
I know. So he's like, "Hey, look at my new robot." So this is it. This robot. It's folding laundry, just very slowly. Look at it go. Now keep an eye on this area, Mike, in the bottom. Oh, see that hand?
Yeah.
Now he's state. Oh, there's another. There it is again. Now he's stating that this robot was doing it all on its own. And then people were just like, "Yeah, but there's a hand there. Someone's clearly controlling it." And he's like, "No, And then he had to admit it because it's true.
Sake.
Just so you know, this tech of people controlling stuff like this has been around since the 60s. Since like the early era of Disneyland, this tech has been around.
Why of all things would that be the thing to
Lie about?
Yeah.
I mean, probably, probably hiding for some of the other shite he's done. Do you remember when he used to do cars?
No.
Well, he did do cars, Mike. What climate do you think the cars wouldn't work?
Probably every climate.
No, it works in some of them.
Let's say wind.
Wait, you know what? You're spot on. Um, yeah. So in Chicago, where it's extremely windy, um, it's cold, and Teslas and other electric cars just can't
Just
start.
shut down.
Yes, they
God's
just don't
sake.
function.
Ugh.
So yeah,
But it's a good thing there's an entire portion of the world's most densely urbanized population that it can't function in.
oh yes, that is very true. Well, I wonder if his logic was like, no one will buy it in a cold place.
It'll be fine.
It's called global warming, not global get colding.
Shut the fuck up.
Speaking of things you want to hear less and less about, COVID.
Okay.
Now,
What's the problem?
no, it's a new problem.
Okay.
Uh, so the Chinese are at it again
Oh boy.
because a Chinese lab creates a mutant coronavirus-like virus with a 100% death rate in humanized mice.
Um. Okay.
Obviously, they're clearly using it for fine reasons.
Definitely science.
Yeah, you know what? Like, I'm pretty sure they could have just went, we could just use a gun. A gun, I'm pretty sure, has a pretty solid success rate.
Definitely science.
Yeah, it's not great.
Is it not maybe meant to, I mean, why would you okay, no, I don't want to know anymore.
You don't want to
I
know?
don't no, I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Well, we'll go to Las Vegas, Mike.
A different planet. Great, fantastic.
Exactly. Complete barren wilderness. So, Las Vegas bans people from stopping to take photos on the pedestrian bridge.
I, is it because they're getting in the way? I'm
No.
assuming it's because they're getting in the way.
No, but I'm curious as to why you think they are doing it.
Well, they're doing it because oh, look at the pretty view. Look at blah blah blah. What? They, why would they bat? I don't know.
So, the reason they're doing it is they say that it's not because of any performers on it or the homeless who would normally sleep there. Yeah, they were just like, we don't want people on it.
We don't
it's
want to
dangerous.
highlight the fact that we don't take care of people.
Also, by the way, these bridges were specifically designed for people to take pictures on. Let me show you the bridge, and you can tell me if it was built for just moving or showing people.
Or shaking.
I
Now,
wonder.
what do we think?
Could be anything.
That's
Like the fact is, they claim, like, when they were originally up, they claimed that these bridges had some of the best views of Las Vegas. So they're clearly being like, hey, these have good views of Las Vegas. Why don't we?
nope, not anymore. Fuck you.
Not anymore. Apparently, fuck you. Now, if I told you that people were upset about someone or the local council filling in a hole, would you believe me?
Probably, and it'll be some sort of pothole that's like iconic.
Yeah, yes, actually. Now, what if I told you it was the rat hole?
Hmm.
Now,
I
what do
feel
you
like
think?
I feel like maybe we need a bright wizard to go in there and sort it out
we need 4 people.
because fuck those ratty Skaven pieces of shit.
Yes, we need 4 people to go in, and it seems that there's a vermintide on the horizon. But yes, what do you think the rat hole looks like?
It's either shaped like a rat or it's a burrow.
You're correct with the first one. Someone tried to fill in Chicago's rat hole, but neighbors have brought it back. That doesn't look. That looks like all right picture, but
I
like,
get it. It
just
would
wait.
probably be better if it was a bit. Yeah, that's better.
There we go.
Yeah. That let's assume that what like, I've seen it where people are like they're doing new roadworks or doing new pathworks or whatever, and someone has that nice fucking stupid ass print because they couldn't be bothered to walk round.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that while this concrete was setting, some fucking rat just did an absolute fucking dive bomb from like 30
Yes.
floors up.
Just fucking belly
That
flop.
absolute big cunt. Holy shit.
Also, it like no one's really sure why it's there. It's just become like a staple, like representative on the breaking news of the rat hole.
Jesus.
The fact that people are like so up in arms. Look, this mascot could have been a furry for all I know.
That's
Because
for the Chicago Bulls NBA team.
okay, there is a furry story. That's why I mentioned it.
Oh, goody.
I know.
Love that.
Like, look that. That's a good the rat hole.
Yeah. Fair play to them.
Yeah, I'm glad they fixed it. I mean, it's not like really bothering anyone, and if like the local community like really fucking like it,
Yeah,
then
just let it
people will know where it is, so it's not like the most dangerous.
let it be.
Yeah. Now, do you think that your Google searches are shit?
Probably.
Well, they've only been getting worse because you're not imagining it. Google search results are getting worse, as a new study finds. So Google
Yeah, well,
says
there's a
perfectly
lot of
fine.
adverts, or there's a lot of things that like get to the top where they're loosely related, maybe, probably, possibly. We promise.
Well,
And
it's also because
adverts and
people are
sponsored
searching
posts.
around the web like just sporadically,
Yeah,
and the algorithm has no fucking clue. Because
imagine that.
like Google's algorithm is beginning to be like, wait, you want what? You wanted a picture of a rat? Here's an ear. What? It just doesn't know what's going on.
And then suddenly you're reading about a rat concrete block.
But that's not the only Google issue. Have you used Google Maps in your vehicle?
Yeah.
Now, have you ever had to drive to Edinburgh in your vehicle?
No.
No. Okay. Well, it's good you didn't, because Google Maps might have done this. Yeah. It seems that not on. This is like.
Okay, I'm just going to put this out there. That person is a fucking moron.
Yes, right? Okay, so I'll go down and you'll see more pictures. But what's happened is Google Maps, because the pathway is so wide, it is just steps, by the way.
Yep.
It's not a road. You can see that there's pavement.
Yep.
But yeah, loads of cars have been getting stuck, and Google has finally fixed the issue with their map saying, yeah, go this way.
Bet it has.
I mean, I guess
fuck's
maybe
sake.
if you somehow didn't see the pavement,
Yeah.
you know, somehow,
No.
like that looks vaguely like a road,
No.
but there's still a good bit of pavement.
You have to get through it first. Your next dram is closer than you think.
I'd love it if you got out of the car. It's like, well, might as
Fuck
well.
it. I might as well fail a breath test. At least that explains it better.
Now, Mike, what if I told you there is a vigilante, because he's not a superhero. He claims he's a vigilante. Now,
So it's Batman.
no, I'm going to tell you what his name is, and you're going to tell me what he does. He's called Flexman. Would you like the country of origin?
Does he flex? Yeah, go on.
Italy.
Okay. Does he flex?
No. So,
Then I got nothing.
well, um, let's just say, imagine you're an Italian and you love your Ferrari going fast. What is an issue that befalls your fast Ferrari?
The speed limit.
Yes, and the speed cameras, more specifically. Because you see, this is Flexman, the Italian vigilante waging war on speed cameras. Now, obviously, this is a speed camera. Would you like to see
Yeah.
what Flexman gets up to?
He's either gonna like bash it with something or cut it off.
Yeah, straight with an angle grinder. There's
Yeah,
another
that'll
one.
do it.
And there he's
Yeah.
been caught in the act with his
He's
angle
been
grinder.
caught on speed camera.
As you can see, he's clearly there with his sidekick, Flex Boy.
Flex boy.
Da-la-la-la-la.
To be fair, some people would consider this guy a literal saint.
They really would, which is very bizarre. It's like, I'm saving people. Are you? Really? Oh goodness. Now, from roads to houses. Specifically, a shelter. Now,
It's just another type of road according to Google Maps.
I suppose that's very true. There's a very good chance that you are correct. But if you were, let's just say, imagine you were homeless and somebody offered you shelter. They would be a nice person, correct?
Probably.
Yes. Now, that's not the way the government sees it, because after a pastor is criminally charged for opening up the place as a warming shelter for the homeless, the church is suing the city.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, because obviously the city thinks that the homeless are less than human.
Have we found Dickhead of the Week?
Well, I guess it would be
is Dickhead
the city
of the
of
Week,
Ohio.
the city of Bryan, Ohio. Ohio's a state, bless you.
Oh goodness. But yeah, like it's just ridiculous. The fact that it's
We
just
found
like
Dickhead of the Week though.
it's just like, hey, come on, like come in. It's ice cold. You'd freeze to death. Come on,
What
we'll
are
take
they
care of you.
suing them for?
Ah, well,
Like, what could they possibly be suing him for?
well, offering shelter to unhoused people.
But that can't be the charge.
16 criminal charges for letting people temporarily shelter in a church, violating the city's zoning codes. The city's zoning codes meaning that people can't eat, wash, clothes, or sleep at the property.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, so I see you're being a good Samaritan. How about fuck you? Have you considered fuck you?
You can't do that because you can't sleep.
That is true. That is true. Now, the next thing is about selling houses.
Okay, so this is obviously perfectly legal and definitely isn't someone exploiting people.
No, this next bit is more about how they go about marketing, Mike. Now, if I was selling a house in Albuquerque, Albuquerque, New Mexico, which famous person would I bring up their name to sell those houses? Just so you know, they've taken these names down. So we're using the Wayback Machine, which is the internet's archive, so you can see what they are.
I'm afraid my New Mexico famous people is a little rusty.
Oh no, it's not. They're not from New Mexico. Think closer to think closer to Europe during a very strange time.
There's lots of those.
Now, but was any one person hiding in a house that is famous?
Oh no. Oh no.
Who do you think I'm talking about, Mike?
Oh no, please don't. If I say Anne Frank and
It
you
is
say
Anne
yes, it
Frank.
is, I swear to fucking God.
The single family home, the Anne. In her diary, Anne Frank discussed her view on the seasonality changing tree. In honor of her,
I swear to
right?
fucking God.
In honor of her, we've
Oh,
designed and planned to maximize the view. We
okay.
feel that would be suitable for her.
We've found that we've somehow beaten the city of Bryan, Ohio to Dickhead of the Week.
Such as
Jesus.
upscaling treatments such as raised
Oh,
ceilings. So you can have a
oh,
bigger attic.
for the love of God. Oh my
It's
God.
apparently a
No.
flexible home with a 2 bedroom, with a study or 3 bedroom plan.
Is that
You know?
3 bedroom because the third bedroom is the basement?
Yes.
For fuck's sake.
Obviously, oh
What's
look,
wrong with
look though,
people?
Mike. Look at the interior. She would have loved this.
Oh,
You
she would have
know,
loved it. Not she would have loved it.
she would have loved this, Mike.
Just what she would have wanted.
Now, now I don't have the other one, but what,
The
what?
fuck is wrong with people?
There's another house they did.
The fuck is wrong with people?
Now, this was about an American, and they said it was to honor her. Okay.
Uh,
And what if I say she had an underground railway?
I
Yes, it was the honor of Harriet Tubman, um, who they were saying
I
it was in
just
honor of. This is ridiculous.
what is wrong with people?
Honestly, that was as soon as I saw this shit, they changed it 4 days after it got flack on social media.
Yeah, I can imagine.
They shouldn't have put it up in the first fucking place.
No, no, they should not.
Oh goodness. Well, over to AI. Everyone's favorite thing.
Yep. Depending on what you use it for.
Well, this is, I guess if you were good at making AI, Mike, you could easily make this money. All you need to do is make this. An AI-powered perfect girlfriend earns 30,000 US dollars a month for men. Lonely men.
Ah,
You see, her subscribers, she speaks 30 different languages. Well, she doesn't speak it. The AI speaks it.
yeah,
And she's on 24 hours a day because she's digital.
yeah.
The creators say that she's more than a pretty face and an amazing body. She has the ability to flirt, laugh, and adapt to different personalities, interests, and preferences.
God fucking damn it.
She's even got marriage proposals.
Thanks, I hate it.
Well, fine then. What do you think about? Would you like to see a real life guy?
Um,
We've seen an AI woman. Would you like to see a real life guy?
sure, as in like, yeah, no, but yeah, go on.
Well, you see, Mike, this guy gets 5 women pregnant at the same time and decides to host a joint baby shower.
For all 5 of them at the same time.
Yes. You
Holy
would really
shit.
have to hope that they'd all be super fucking chill with each other.
Holy shit. They look it.
Eh,
They look very chill with each other.
this side eye, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you would.
Yeah, yeah, fair dues. Now, what colour is associated with Barbie?
Pink.
And what vehicles are associated with truckers?
Trucks.
Yes. Well, this is Trucker Barbie. She has a big truck. It's bright pink.
It's very pink. Also, cat.
Yes. There you go. Look, there's a cat up there.
That is very pink.
There's a cat down there. Me, Trucker Barbie. Hey, cat, what are you doing up there?
And that's exactly how she sounds.
Yep.
Oh, there's
Fuck.
another one.
Yeah, there's two.
The fuck? Okay.
Oh my, see how garish the windows are as well.
I'm more interested with the cats.
Yeah, so there you go. There's Trucker
It's
Barbie.
very pink. It's
Yeah.
very pink.
Now, if you'd been out partying and you felt like, let's just say, a rocket hit you on the head,
Yeah.
would you decide to stop partying?
No, probably not.
Well, what if that rock was a bullet? Because man parties for 4 days straight after unknowingly getting shot in the head.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Holy fuck. That's incredible.
Yeah, he
Can I have that
thought-
one sent to me as well?
Yes, you can. Yeah, he thought it was a rock that had hit him on the head, and he's just like,
Yeah.
"Ow!" Do 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 do.
Dum, dum.
Just going back into the rave.
Jesus.
Oh, goodness.
That's incredible.
It's incredible dedication to the party.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Now, Mike, you have a car. You have a brum brum.
Yep.
Have you ever done the double take and questioned whether or not you've locked the car?
Yes.
Well, now, these new keys, you don't have to. Because these are an amazing key that tells you if you've locked your car.
Okay. I mean, it's quite simple, I
Yep.
guess.
Yeah, really simple. Just, did you lock your car? Light on. Sorted. I don't know why it took until 2024 to figure out this
to do something
genius
that
technology.
Just told anything.
Oh, goodness. Now, do you like Indian food, Mike?
Yes,
And you sent me this story.
I did.
I did accidentally just close it, so I'll have to reopen it again. There we go. Who invented the butter chicken? An Indian judge?
Apparently, one of 2 restaurant chains.
Yes. Apparently.
That looks really good.
It does look really good. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. If I had money, I would probably order a butter chicken right now. I'm really hungry.
But Indian takeaways, Chinese takeaways are really fucking expensive.
Yeah, they are. Oh, God, butter chicken's so fucking good. Either way, yes, two restaurants are claiming battle, saying that they made it first.
I don't necessarily know if I would care about the outcome, but that's kind of
Neither
cool.
would I. I guess they're like more. I mean, obviously they're more invested.
Yeah.
Ah, hello, Red Void, and welcome. Yeah, I mean, I'm down for butter chicken. I don't think I need to know exactly who originated the chicken. And thank you for the follow. Now, Mike,
That's me.
what one piece of equipment would you have in an earthquake?
What piece of equipment?
Yes, something to do with food.
But that's definitely not where I thought that was going to go. I'm going to say bread.
Bread. That okay. Bread.
Yeah.
The equipment. Bread.
Yeah, definitely. I am bread.
Well, you're not thinking Asian enough. Where more of the
Butter
earthquakes
chicken.
happen. No, different place
Damn
of Asia.
it.
Different part of Asia. It's apparently this newspaper-powered rice cooker proves invaluable during earthquakes.
Okay.
So instead of gas or electricity, you chuck the news in.
So it's a fire.
Yes.
The great invention
Uh-huh.
to be used when there's no power
Uh-huh.
is fire.
Yes.
But it has a little kitty on it.
It does, and it cooks rice.
So
Don't know where you get the water for the rice or the rice. It doesn't come pre-built with rice and water.
So they've invented fire.
Yes. We've went back to our ancestors, Mike. When Ugg and Grog went into cave and hit stick.
Bunga.
Ah, yes. Now, over in American schools, we need to talk
Fantastic.
Furries.
We've immediately... Do you know what? Back in American schools is where the fire was invented.
And then they decided to add arms to the fire.
Oh, boy.
Now, furries in schools.
Yeah. That is a really good start. I don't like it.
The Americans seem to love trolling people with furries in schools. But in Oklahoma, students dressed as furries could be collected by animal control if a new Oklahoma bill passes.
See the little blurb bit to that.
Yes.
Bill is being a bit sarcastic, but he's making a point. Is he trying to make a point of people dressing up doesn't mean you're the animal? I don't want to know. Do you know what? I don't want to know.
You don't want to know?
No, I don't think I want to know.
Essentially, it's just like kids acting that way.
I mean, fuck. I acted as a fucking Mandalorian when I was a kid. Does that mean I'm a Mandalorian?
Yes, you will then be hunted
by
the Galactic Empire.
This is the way I have spoken.
And that's literally going to be how you want to end. Like anytime you want to move on from a you want to move on from a thing. Yeah.
This is the way I have spoken.
But yes. Now, would you think a Minecraft movie would be a good idea?
It would sell like wildfire.
Now, who do you think would be in the Minecraft movie? Which famous, funny actor?
My first thought was Steve Coogan for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Well,
I also know the answer to this, which is why I drew it out.
It's Jack Black and Jason Momoa.
He looks Momoa.
He looks Momoa.
He's looking for Momoa. I mean, this will probably be quite fun.
I mean, I'd be down for it. Like I really like Jack Black.
Yeah.
Like,
there's going to be a Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, the Kung Fu Pandas.
Kung Fu Panda. I've heard it's a bit shit.
Yeah, honestly not my favourite dish.
Yeah.
Yes, there is another Kung Fu Panda.
I saw it the other day. I saw it the other day. Well,
is it out now officially, or did you just see the trailer?
I don't think so. No, I think I just saw the hey, this is coming. Let's do a world famous Google segment. The 29th of March is when it releases here in the United Kingdom.
That's not bad, actually. This is where we're just like, you know what, Mike? We're going out. We're going to watch Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda with Jonk Blanc.
Jonk Blanc.
Yeah, Jonk Blanc. Obviously, we couldn't afford the American Kung Fu Panda, so we've got our own.
It's the Aldi version.
Now, what do you think the Ubisoft executives want people to realize about their video games?
I know this as well, and this is
it?
really annoying that we don't own the rights to them anymore.
Yes, yeah.
Because
so
when
really
you buy a game,
yeah,
you don't have a game, so that they can pull subscription-based games. And then when you stop subscribing, you don't have the right to play them anymore, rather than owning a physical copy of the game. And this is really depressing.
It is really depressing, but
because things are so modular and rent-based now.
It's very true. It's very, very true.
Society.
We live in a society. But yeah. Now, over in the world of movies, King
One thing
Kong.
one thing I will say
Oh, sorry.
is the Game Passes and things like that. Like they're fine. Like
Yes, they're fine.
I have EA Play, I think it's called now, still, and like sure, it's a couple of quid, and you can absolutely make it worth it. You can absolutely make most of them worth it if you motor through games, because like generally speaking, it's either you get multiple games out of it or you play one game a shitload, right?
Yes, that's very true.
Then it's probably worth it. But also, so is owning a copy of the game, whether it's digitally or, this doesn't exist anymore because fuck me, but physical copies. Speaking of which, I'm going to segment again ever so slightly. I saw a article the other day that said Game, our now Sports Direct Mike Ashley owned gaming retail
Yeah.
shop, will no longer be stocking pre-owned copies of games.
Hmm.
They're just not
So,
going to do it anymore.
so what are they going to do with it? Just throw it in a well?
I assume they won't take trade in for them. They won't offer a trade in for it anymore.
Fair dues, I guess. Weird, but
Because
sure.
because I also remember seeing in this article that quite a few game shops are now ending up in the back of Sports Direct because they're owned by Mike Ashley, and whacking them in the back of their giant megastores mean they don't have to rent out two spaces.
Hmm. Okay.
Which is why they're probably cutting down and doing pre-owned games, because size.
Well,
But also,
I think
fuck Mike Ashley.
well, I think it's a bit of a long shot for them
As a
to
as
think
a
that.
as a resident yourself of Newcastle upon Tyne, fuck Mike Ashley.
Great. I don't know who they
No,
are.
no, no, not fuck Mike Ashley. Fuck Mike Ashley.
Yeah, I don't know who they are.
Okay, then we'll move on.
Are they a sports person?
No, they owned the football club for many years,
They
and
owned a football club, so they are a sports person.
yeah, but they're not a sports person. They're a businessman. He
Who
owned Newcastle
deals with
United
sports.
for a while, but sure, sure.
Now, Godzilla. Speaking of long shots.
Okay, what are we gonna do? Long shot him from?
No, you've seen posters of Godzilla standing in the ocean, correct?
Yeah.
Now, someone's done the math.
Oh boy. Okay.
So that's the math.
Is
So
that
just
the final Pal World boss?
yes. Well, actually, the next thing is so on the right is the movie poster for the upcoming movie, and
Yep.
on the left is theoretically what logically it has to be.
Yep.
Yep, that's
the
it.
love of God.
I mean, yes. Like, how else can he be standing on the ocean floor? Logically, that has to be correct.
He
Like,
could just
scientifically,
have
that is right.
in fucking credible core strength and his swimming.
Yes. You see, he never skips leg day.
I don't want to hear. I mean, he can't. He physically can't skip leg day.
Honestly, well, I've seen him on land as well, but maybe his legs are like a slinky.
They're retractable.
Oh, they're retractable. Oh, yes.
Retractable legs.
But from long legs to long neck. I thought we'd end today on a happy story, and then I'll end on history.
Fantastic. I like history. History's good.
He's just really he got them really buoyant feetsies.
Exactly.
Honestly, imagine getting kicked by this creature.
Just think, at the bottom of those feet are lily pads.
God. Now, long neck.
Dave Longneck.
This is Benito. The lonely giraffe Benito embarks on a 40-hour road trip in search of warmer weather and love.
Bless him.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to a warmer place, and in the hope that he's going to find a mate. Good for him.
It's not that. He's not that long neck. He's also not that lonely. He's got some friends there that he definitely wouldn't eat given the chance.
Do you think giraffes are carnivores?
No, I know they aren't. Make something fucking hungry enough, they'll eat anything.
Well, speaking of hunger and a drive for life, this is the history of this woman. Now, this,
Is this the new Fast and Furious film?
yes, kind of. Now, have you ever heard of the La Mopine or Julie
No,
de Aubigny?
no.
I've butchered the French language, but it's fine.
Julie d'Aubigny.
Ah, that, yes. Now, this woman right here, right?
Yeah.
She was a famous opera singer. Eventually,
Yep.
I'll give you a quick rundown of her
Okay.
of her life. She lived the wildest fucking life. And I thought I'd share it. So, her father decided, you don't need dresses, you don't need none of that shit. Learn how to fence. She became. Yes, Fuzzy knows part of the story. Yes, she did eventually break into a nunnery and fuck a nun.
Interesting.
How, right, so she became a master fencer. And then her father was like, "Hey, you should marry XYZ." And she was like, "Nah." So she married someone of higher status just so her father couldn't say no. And then she was like, "All right, well, I don't like this guy, so I'm just going to go off around everywhere." And she went
Interesting.
off on a fucking spree across France. Like, she has, like, her kill to fuck ratio is huge.
I don't. In which way?
More fucking, but she still killed a lot of people.
Fair enough.
Admittedly, there were people who were like, "Hey, I challenge you to a duel because I think I'm a better swordsman because I'm a guy." And she's just like, "Nah, mate, dead."
Yeah, fair. Again, fair play.
So,
We're at the find out stage of the fuck aroundery.
yes. Now you see, she was, she killed loads of men who challenged her at a ball, uh, when at the ball, she kissed the daughter of a noble. And this is the
Okay.
17th century, which, this shit normally doesn't fly. So she kissed the daughter of a noble, and these guys who came up to her were like, "Hey, I wanted to court this woman," and she's just like, "Nah, you're welcome to try." They challenged her to a duel. She killed them there on the spot, and then began to take the woman to bed. Obviously, both of these acts are illegal. The king was in attendance, and he thought this shit was so fucking funny, he pardoned her.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Fair.
Then she got bored and met up with another woman. They were having much good times. Then their parents found out and sent her to a nunnery. Instead of, moving on, she decided to then dress up as a nun, break into the nunnery, um, just get down and dirty with the nuns, and then luckily one of the nuns died. Okay, so they then threw the nun in the in the room of the place where the person who she went there for, and then they burnt down the nunnery.
That escalated.
Yes. She then got bored of her and moved on. Um, as you can see, yet another painting. She became very famous. She then began to tour in Paris as a opera singer, where she eventually began to bang more people. She then also was, very big in the LGBTQ world. And although this was a crime, the king really liked her music, so he pardoned her a second time.
Fair enough. To the king.
Yeah. And, the person who I said she married at the very beginning?
Yeah.
after many, many years of fucking and killing all the way through France, she eventually went back to her husband because she was married this whole time. And he was cool with it. He was just like, yeah,
Yeah, because he'd probably be
okay.
doing the exact same thing.
He was just super chill with it and was just like, yeah. And they lived like into their 70s and 80s, I believe. And they just had a nice, peaceful life.
So what I'm hearing is the secret to a long and happy life
Is
is
fucking
sword
kill your way.
fighting, music, and fucking and killing.
Yeah,
Interesting.
fucking
Okay.
your way through all of France, and don't be afraid to try various different palettes.
And nunneries.
Yeah, and nunneries. Like obviously, if you've never burnt down a nunnery, then you haven't lived.
Have you even lived?
Oh goodness. But yes, that is the end of weird news, Mike, for today.
Yep.
So
I made it.
we shall probably call you there. However, we are going to be streaming tomorrow some Dave
Fish.
the Devar.
Fish.
Indeed, we will be selling fish. But
Fish.
from me and Mike, we shall catch you all later. Goodbye.
Adios.